Well, it's always great to make your way into a beautiful 5-diamond hotel and get a bit of inspiration for even, you know, your very own home. And who better than Yanic Simard, of course, CityLine expert, with some great ideas of incorporating hotel feel.
I know, the Shangri-La has the recipe of great design pinned down, and I always like to say good things come in odd numbers, and look at this, they've applied that principle. You see the flowers comes in threes, it could be books, it could be paintings. When you do a grouping, odd numbers.
Right, so don't think that one is the best, more is better in
more
this
the
case.
merrier.
Let's talk about contrast, how that can work in someone's home.
It's very eclectic, and because it's eclectic, it feels very warm. You feel like you're at home using very sleek contemporary pieces of furniture. Look at this leather sofa, comfortable but very, very modern, in opposition to the crystal Italian custom chandelier, very traditional. So now you create some tension between periods and pieces, and that's how you create that interest.
Okay, but let's talk privacy. That is super important, and for people's space, you're dealing with windows and possibly even not as much privacy in one single room.
Exactly, so drapes are always a good way, like shears, drapes for your window coverings, but have you thought about using a screen like this one? It's such a beautiful statement, and I think it's a great idea to cover up your windows.
Lots of great ideas from Yanic Simard. What's your website, Yanic?
tidg.ca.
Excellent. Lots more from the Shangri-La. We're talking hotel design in your very own home on Breakfast Television. Well, we already saw the great view here in the private penthouse, of course, at the Shangri-La Hotel. We're talking 5 diamonds here in Vancouver, but you're going to give some great tips for people at home that want to incorporate that hotel inspiration into whatever, you know, luxury they might have in their own home, however small it might be.
Exactly. Well, you know what? We always talk here about location, location, location in Vancouver, but I always like to say focal point, focal point, focal point. And one great way to do that is by starting with the fireplace. Well, if you have a fireplace, this is a great way to surround it with beautiful focal point. This marble tile is amazing. It's very modern yet classic, and if you don't have a fireplace like this one, it's always a good idea to surround the TV with something. It could be like picture frames or a nice bookcase underneath. Moving along to the main area here, I love that the furniture is monochromatic, but look at this oversized stone coffee table. Isn't it wonderful?
It's beautiful.
With, you know, bringing the same color story like the white, the cream, the grays. It's just beautiful in very simple ways to bring a pop of color here with this red book. It's very inexpensive, but again, it adds to the focal point.
And people might have something personal that they can put on there, or they could easily go to a garage sale or something like that and grab something that just happens to fit that color story. And then we carry on into the kitchen.
Which could be another focal point. When your kitchen is well designed, you pick the right appliances, beautiful stone like this one, whether it's a small tiny kitchen or a big kitchen, very often in open spaces like that, your kitchen becomes a focal point. So you want to make sure that you pick the right design elements.
Excellent. Well, no one knows design better than Yanic Simard. Of course, he's a regular guest on CityLine. You can also check out his website. And of course, you feel free to check out the beautiful Shangri-La Hotel here in Vancouver.
5 diamonds.
Well, I'd say some people have it worse than us. Here atop the Shangri-La Hotel. What a beautiful view and what a beautiful CityLine expert guest. Yanic Simard, coming up next. What are we doing, Yanic?
We're going to tackle hotel style for your bathroom.
Oh, that's coming up next on BT. Stay with us and enjoy the view. Well, it's always fun to hang out with the CityLine expert, Yanic Simard, and getting great design tips for people at home, perhaps in the bathroom, making it feel a bit more like a spa, which is always one of the nice things about hanging out at a hotel.
I know, there's nothing like a beautiful spa-feel-like bathroom at home, and I really like what they've done here, and these are design principles that I even use when I design spaces like this one. Beautiful marble, not only on the floor, but also on, you know, as the countertop, on top of the vanity and the walls. It creates such a beautiful statement. Just to let the veining speak, it's a piece of art on its own.
And a lot of people will typically go paint, or I think wallpaper actually is making a comeback.
Yes, it is. It is less money, let's be honest.
Yeah.
It does cost, you know, 2 and 3 times more the cost, but on the long run, I think you would be happy to do that.
And you know, my father actually did some renovations in his very own home. It was an older home, but the one thing that his wife says is, I want a TV in the bathroom, because that makes it feel like a hotel.
Of course. And I like what they've done is the way they've positioned the TV across the room, it actually reflects in the mirror across here, which is kind of like, it's all about planning, eh?
Totally. Yeah. And speaking of planning, plan to have a nice little soak
you need to have a soaker tub in your bathroom, and I would say that you need to have a beautiful chandelier hanging above it. It really anchors the space, and that's one of the design tricks that we use all the time, is bring a beautiful light fixture in your bathroom. Why not?
Beautiful. Well, you can have the light fixture, or you can have this beautiful view again from the private penthouse at the Shangri-La Hotel. For more details on Yanic and all he does, you can check out his website. Hanging out with our favorite CityLine expert, Yanic Simard. What are we going to tackle next here at the Shangri-La Hotel in this 700 square foot suite?
Yes, ways to dress up your walls, furniture layout in a small space, and something pretty cool that I found in the bathroom.
Excellent. Stay with us. You're watching BT. Well, I always love it when we can pick the brain of designers like Yanic Simard, because you know what, it really does get us thinking outside of the box, or probably in this case, outside of your typical paint and drywall.
Yes, you know what, it would be good sometime to leave the paint and the drywall to the ceiling and source some beautiful wall coverings. They've done an amazing job here at the Shangri-La Hotel. Look at this amazing rosewood wall paneling. They've done it on one side of the hallway here, and on the other side, because it would be a little too much to do it everywhere, like a little too 70s.
Yeah, exactly.
They went with the beautiful silk wallpaper, which adds so much richness and softness to the room.
And keeping with those natural tones as well, and thinking outside of the box when it comes to artwork. You don't have to just do paintings.
I know. A little piece of fabric mounted on a drapery rod makes the whole different, and it does add like a little layer, but it's very discreet at the same time.
Let's talk about placement of furniture. We're obviously in a smaller suite right here, so which is not unlike somebody's apartment.
I know. A lot of us live in a small dwelling like this one, so what about instead of hugging the furniture on the wall, you center everything in the middle of the room? The sofa is perfectly positioned here, and I'm going to tell you why. We have beautiful windows with vista here, so you want to make sure that you enjoy the view. So the positioning of the furniture is phenomenal here. And another thing is, by moving the furniture in the center of the room, it frees up an entire wall here where you could have like storage, a mini bar, and extra seating here.
Let's talk about maximizing the space in the bedroom.
Yeah, very quickly. There's no table lamps on the nightstand. It allows you to use a surface for your electronic or personal items, so that's why they went with the wall lamps.
And things could be a bit more personal in the bathroom as well. Outside of a typical vanity, what could we do?
Yes, very important to add personality to your space, and I love what they've done here once again. They've used a piece of furniture. Well, it does look like an heirloom, so something that you might have inherited or an old chest sitting around the house, you might want to transform it and use it in your bathroom as a vanity.
Fantastic. Great tips from Yanic Simard. For more details, you can check out his website, and of course, feel free to check out the Shangri-La Hotel. Yes.